From the moment coronavirus pandemic hit the world, there has been a loss of crucial financing lifeline for many vulnerable households in Africa. In Rwanda, the amount of money sent back by the Rwandan nationals abroad and international companies with partners in the country has started to decrease sharply in the last couple of weeks due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There's some people abroad who wanted to send me some money to use during this lockdown, but they told me that it is difficult because they cannot move away from their houses. We are feeling the consequences every day.
I
no longer receive the amount of money I received previously because the people who used to send it are telling me that they are working from home, while others lost their jobs. They would send money to meet living standards in the family, and some of the costs have been put on hold. Previously, some students were able to study while working, earning some money to meet their immediate livelihood needs and send some back home to their families. That has stopped in the recent past, and it has affected the livelihoods of some vulnerable households. The chairperson of Rwandan community in the USA, John Musini, and Mugisha Justin, a Rwandan based in the America, acknowledged that COVID-19 pandemic has caused financial hardships, resulting into a decline in money sent back home.
Some few
Rwandans abroad were able to keep supporting their families during this lockdown because the US government instituted a stimulus package to support vulnerable people who are affected by the pandemic. An adult gets about $1,200, while minors receive $500. 30 million Americans who filed for unemployment have been receiving financial support from the government. Most Rwandans living abroad who support their families in Africa have not been able to do it as much as they would want because some have lost their jobs as a result of COVID-19. Mustafa Amin, the head of the Habshir Rwanda, one of the Africa's largest money transfer company, told RBA that there has been a sharp decline in international money transfer since December last year, when the pandemic was first confirmed in China, compared to months before that time.
Actually, we have a lot of Rwandan diaspora or foreign who live in here also. They was receiving a lot of transactions here before, but lockdown, it was and coronavirus. It affected a little bit of our payment, but we was using our mobile payment. We have they have Shell mobile payment with MTN, so we are giving our service all the customers.
According to figures from the central bank, inbound remittances to Rwanda averaged $253 million every year between 2018 and 2019. However, the World Bank report released late last month, remittances to low and middle income countries are projected to fall by nearly 20% to $445 billion. Remittance flows are expected to fall across all World Bank Group regions, most notably in Europe and Central Asia, by 27.5%, followed by Sub-Saharan Africa at 23.1%, South Asia 22.1%, the Middle East and North Africa 19.6%, Latin America and the Caribbean 19.3%, and the East Asia and Pacific 13%. Professor Thomas Kigabo, the chief economist at the National Bank of Rwanda, says it is too early to determine how much a decline in remittance will affect the annual gross domestic product.
Ku birebana n'u Rwanda, iyo ufashe aya mezi atatu y'uyu mwaka.
In the first quarter of 2020, Rwanda received inbound remittance of $63 million, which is close to what we received last year. But that was before the pandemic had reached the country. But we've seen a 16% decline in remittance flow since March 2020, compared to the amount of money we received in March 2019, which shows a decline in the money sent back to Rwanda and other countries. We expect a further decline because COVID-19 crisis has left many people jobless. But it is too early to determine how it will affect the annual gross domestic product, but it is likely to affect financing for many people. However, in 2021, the World Bank estimates that remittances to low and middle income countries will recover and rise by 5.6% to $470 billion. Reporting for RwandaTV News, Athan Tashobya.